Good afternoon and welcome back to Crystal Resin and Glitter. Today we are going to do these IntoResin. One set come from IntoResin, the other, I had another set that I got off of Amazon, but they're the identical same thing. They probably won't come from there. We're going to do that in using Dianka Ultra White, and I'm either going to squirt a little. I'm going to kind of dirty pour it, kind of, but I'm gonna use some of this metallic gold. I seen somebody doing it the other day, and it looked kind of fascinating. And I don't know if I'll also add a little bit of either wine or smirk. I'm not sure whether I want two colors. So I have got 450 mLs of Craftor mixed, and about two. I've done the alcohol ink in the Dianka pour. I'm going to put some of that in here. This is probably too much for the vacuum chamber. It's probably going to be open. I'll just stand there and watch it. Or I'm going to do both of these in the white. I don't know why I just didn't. I just combine it all together and I'll divide it off. Because I need to add more Dianka chloride. I need to add more because I do want it to be a rich color. It's probably not. Brian, those big sticks, the tall sticks, can you hand me one of those from over there, please? I'm back on the back counter today. I did a thing, did a job going on the front counter, and this is going to be the first one. So, see, when I look at the screen, there's a lot of light, so I hope that it isn't too washed out. My photo videos. This is one of the reasons I went back to the back counter or to the front of the shop, is because being right here in front of this window can be a little bit bright in the summertime. But the benefit is I can open it up and look in the window. In fact, I might have Ryan open up today. It's nice today. It helps with the great deal. Yeah, something. And I have a small heat mat under here. I will be using for these, so that you can get these. Or I'm going to do a little bit in here, and I'll probably pour out this little container. And then there's an extra, that's how I want it. Because there's two, and they stack. So this is kind of a little experiment as to how far I want to go with the color. That looks alright. Did you find me one of the big ones, right? The tall sticks, the longer sticks. The big popsicle sticks. They're over there. Okay, I'm going to go put this in the vacuum chamber and I will be back. Alright, I am back. Alright, let's do this. Another one of those where it doesn't know what she's doing. But I'm going to go with the gold. Let's go to the vacuum chamber. And we're, whoops. Like I said, I seen somebody doing this the other day. And I think it's kind of an interesting trick. Right. And all she did was, of course, this isn't open. Right, I need one of those things right next to the table there. Hurry up. You would pick the one that's open. Metallic pigment gold. I hope it's pretty. Come on, Ryan. It's right there. This one. Okay. This one. Okay. this is crazy because I've got it, it's hard to believe that this countertop is actually level, but it's level. The board I've got on here is level. I've got J. Diction's leveling table underneath that's level. I put the heat mat on, and it's not level. I guess somebody could explain that to me. That would be nice. I'm going to start with 2 drops. Let's see what we got. And she just went until she didn't have enough gold going. She added more. If I was in mindset, I would have one of my spheres so that I could make my opening. Oops. Paper. And just make it cute. Brian, I need my scribe. And some more white aluminum. Oops. Don't go over that, Gloria. It's got those little jagged pieces, so this will be tricky. Let's see what's going on right there. I'm not talking loud enough, guys. Holler at me. See, there's bubbles right over there. I don't have anything painted out there, so I'm going to go right now. Let's see if I can work here right now. I'll see there's a bubble right there. And we don't want it there. It's funny how they actually will. Instead of popping, come out. Okay. No, it will be right. Okay. It's hard to tell where. I'm sorry if I got my head in your view, guys. Girls, guys, whoever's watching. It's a gorgeous day today. The kids are at Universal today. Would have been nice to go. You know, you got to get to the age where common sense needs to take place. Inks. Alright, let me put this one this time. Try the first one. Is there another? No, there's not. Yeah, there is another lid, but I'm stacking it, so I don't need another lid right now, sorry. But I could probably use another pot or something, because I gotta have more light. What? Oh, another jar, pot, whatever you want to call it. Feels this on the inside, really cool. I don't know. The snowflake jar mold. Show it. Yeah, very nice mindset. Okay, so I'm going to do this, but I am going to, and I hope I have enough. I have a, I can't move anything. I hope I have enough to get the lid and the jar. I'm going to do that one smart. Do it the same way, the kind of marbling in the jar from your container, or anything, whatever it is. Had a ghost. I can't see my friend anymore. She had an absolute ball with the great granddaughters. I mean, I was so afraid that she would be too rough and tumble over and push them down or whatever. She didn't. And in fact, I don't know. It seems like her temperament has been a little different. It seems like she's been a little more gentle. I mean, okay, and you must steal the kids for a while. Okay, are we doing smart?
Yeah. Give us that more.
Oh, you got Smurf here. We will do Smurf. I got black construction paper on the bottom of that cup. Oh, well, it works. Okay. So, now we've got Smurf. This is from Noah's Art Corner. I think that corner might be on the inside. So
on the outside.
Are you certain? Well, this is pretty blue. Oh my goodness.
No, it looks like it's on the inside.
I know, I see it. I said it's
Get the font spray.
not right now while I'm doing this. This Smurf. Oh, that's going to be my favorite blue.
One of my favorites.
And I didn't take the time to figure out. Quiet. Sorry, that's a train going by. Yeah, that goes to the train track. On the west of us is a train track. On the east of us is rockets. So we have our share of noise. And I was hoping that the rockets would go off. The girls were here. That they would get to see them go off, but didn't. Okay, gosh. I guess I'm just going to have to pray that I don't see that there's anything that's blue, because I can't tell whether or not that's the color. Nothing's moving. Seems to me that's what I ran into before. Is that? Looked like it, but it wasn't. It makes sense. See, I'm having to put sticks under the level table, so I don't jar it. And this is, and my table is level. Three times level. Okay, don't worry about that. That will get cleaned up easily. Do I have to put a little bit more white in this? Oops, sorry, Willow. Didn't mean to step on you.
I was in the way.
Yes. I need to figure out how to get the links to things. I don't know how to get the links. I asked IntoResin, or I don't remember, it was IntoResin or Resin, how I get their links, and they told me, and I've gone into my orders and I don't see them. So somebody You got my email address on the back of my channel under the description. If you would give me some instruction, that would be fabulous. I don't know why I'm wiping it on construction paper because I'm going to have to move the construction paper. I won't have to move oh gosh, I got glue. Glue in there. That's fine. I guess it is what it's going to be. If we got bubbles, we have got bubbles. But it really doesn't look like it. It's looking like it can be in it. Are two different things. I haven't got my egg thing that I haven't finished yet. That's where my extras are going.
So the multicolored.
It'll be a multicolored egg container. Something that's actually useful.
What about baking? They clean you out.
Yeah, they did. They cleaned me right out. That's all right. I'm surprised she's not marking it to get that crust behind us there. Oh, where? Is she in here? No. That dog is the nosiest dog. She'll either sit on the sofa and watch the street from the sofa, or she goes out and sits at the front gate and watches the street. I guess that's a good thing for us. Okay. I think this is going to be the last time I use this coat. All right. Well, I am going to put the heat mat on. This is my new stick. Look how dirty it's getting burned. You know, we have quite the dirty job. We should go on TV with, what's his name? What's it? Mike Rowe. We got a dirty job here, Mike. Want to join us? I'm anxious to see this. How many did I pour? Just one?
Thank you.
I thought I had two of these. I'll hold it right now.
No, you already have one in the house and this.
I know, but I think I've got two bowls. I do have two bowls. There's the top. I have two tops. Okay. All right, guys, I'm losing it. That top goes with one of these. Okay. All right, these two have, that's right, these are stackers. These are individual. I'll get it right. These are the stackers.
Oh. Those two?
These two are stackers, yeah.
And this one's just individual.
Yeah.
Individual.
So you don't stack on top of each other. I thought it was a stacker. Okay, you can put those away.
Stick pin.
I did show you guys what I used, right? Scarf. Yeah. I didn't use the red wine back here. I used the red wine on the video I got going. But I used the Smurf back here and the gold. I'm anxious to see this. This is going to be a first set, I hope. Okay, well, I am going to turn the heat mat on. I know everybody else says, well, they wait a good hour or so, but I don't know. I have found that it smooths it out, and I could be wrong. Maybe I will wait this time. I'm going to wait this time for put the heat mat on for an hour, and I'll put it on, and then we'll be out to hold later on tonight. Yeah, yay! All right. See you on demold time, guys. Bye.
Thanks. I'll just look at it.
All right, so I'm out here. It is 12:12 a.m. Instead of the bed. Couldn't help it. Had to come out here and check. Gorgeous on this side. Few bubbles on that side, which is where I was digging at so much. Thankfully, it's on the underside, so those can be corrected and nothing visible on the outside. This, I did one of the pots already. Sorry. Look, some of it is kind of cool the way it settled in there. Along there, instead it didn't do so much over here, it was a little bit more marbled here, but it settled mostly, and then in the little dots around some of the, see where it's going around there. It's kind of cool, a little bit different. Let's see how this what attached to that cup, didn't it? Okay. Let's see how this one did. At least I didn't get bubbles. I got one little bubble right there. I hate spraying. I know everybody does it, but I guess I'm just going to have to start spraying a little bit before I pour. There I can see. I got to get my pressure pot going. I showed my grandson, he just got home from Orlando, and I showed him, oh, look at all the bubbles. Holy cartouche. And I had gone around that like crazy. Oh, this is just so cute. Good thing this is something I'm going to use myself. I guess that's the way to experiment, is make things that you're going to use yourself. It's kind of neat the way it gathered the gold around there, but this has got, and I went around those several times. I guess next time I'll spray. Let's see if that makes a difference. I think I think that goes inside here, because I do want to do a stack like that. And then let's see how many bubbles I have in the lid. I guess I'm mold and finish the poster through the week. That was another. I was hoping I would have gotten it, but the cultures I'm using might be too thin. And then on top of that, I probably used too much. Anyway, I hopefully Mary will let me know. This is crazy, and I went around and around. I don't generally get many problems with colors. Let's see, this time I waited to put the heat mat on. Normally I put the heat mat on right away, and I don't end up with bubbles. This time I waited and ended up with bubbles. Does it go? There we go. Ah, good thing it's not glass. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I could have put a little bit more gold in there, but that's what that will look like. That's, you know, on my dressing table, that will do well. Let's see if we can figure out. Let's see a little bit over there. some of the there. Once I started getting the little feet unhooked, then it was easy. Love the color of this. That's that Smart is what I used. But these have to be repaired. Be kind of really reduce those demos for certain. I haven't fully that one. I have to do a little more right there. And the foot part. So that goes over. Yeah, that. There. So let's start together. Do that again. That's cool. Love that color. Oh, pretty. Some micro bubbles. Got to get my pressure pot up and going. That's gorgeous though. Probably over poured it a little bit. Or under poured it. Probably under poured it. Well, yeah, because if I had gone any higher, it would have gone over. I probably over poured it a tad bit. I remember to pour a little bit less. That's what needs grinding down. That is a gorgeous color. Pretty. Okay, of course this is ready to come out yet. Yeah. Lots of empty spaces in this thing. Alright. Well, just set this to the side so that it can air out. Tomorrow I'll be out here to do something in the morning. I've got to get a couple of things going. And then I'm off to Orlando for the afternoon and evening to see my kids before they take off. So anyway, you guys have a good night. And I will